And hello everybody, this is your Tank Top Gamer, and today's video is about Marvel Strike Force. This game is free to play, and so the purpose of the video is to be an introduction for free to play players such as myself, the philosophies and thinking of being an FTP player. As you know, FTP means free to play, meaning not wanting to spend a single penny towards the game. I have yet bought a single offer from this game at all. And as you can tell, there's a lot of ads that pop up when you're playing this game. Now, this is strictly my opinion, and I just want to give my thoughts and tips on how I've been able to achieve where I'm at and not spending any money. Now, this will probably be geared towards more of the new players and maybe some mid tier. And I've been playing this game for a long time, almost since the very beginning. Now, a little background as myself as a player. As you can see, I've hit the current max level of 85. Looking at my player profile, I have a TCP of about 16 million. And look, I even have a War MVP, which I got with my current alliance. So that's great. Now, let's look at the achievements section. And I've been playing this game for 1,478 days so far. That's a lot of days. That's a little over 4 years. That's a long time. Now, as a free-to-play player, you're going to have to dedicate at least an hour of your day, I would say, to play this game, between doing raids and doing Blitz and doing all your daily challenges. The raids will probably take up most of your time. Now, one of the key aspects to being a FTP player, especially in an alliance, I believe is communication. One of the keys of being FTP is to communicate with what your current power levels are and what your goals are and such with your alliance leaders. By being transparent at the beginning with them, there shouldn't be any added pressure to you, even if you're a low level player. Just be honest with them as possible. If you're a casual player or you're a mid tier player and such, that way they don't add any unwanted pressure to you. Another key is to find out who in the alliance is great at giving help and advice. Of course, you have your YouTube videos and such, but having a personal communication with the person within your alliance is even better. Typically, one of the leaders would be great to ask advice for. This way, they see you're interested in getting better and can see how you're progressing. I'm not saying to talk to them every day, but if you're curious which characters or teams be most important to level up first, they are a great source for you, especially in asking if you need to add blue ISO or teal gears on certain characters. For us FTP, these resources are tough to get, so make sure to ask before you invest into these characters, because once you use that gear or ISO, you can't get it back. Now, one of the key too is Blitz. Blitz is great to give you your gold or shards you may need for every 3 to 4 days, especially the gold. What I've done is just sort my team lineup from TCP from lowest to highest. I do recommend doing a lot of sim attacks. This saves you on a lot of time, especially if you're short on it and you can't afford to do a lot of blitzing due to work or family or personal matters. So simming is great. Now, for events for blitzing is key. You're going to have to set a timer or remember in your own head that you need a sim blitz every 2 hours just to get the maximum reward as possible as FTP, which is roughly, I'd say, within the 4 to 10% reward range if you do this. So it's not bad at all. But this is time dependent. So in summary, sim blitz every 2 hours if you can. If not, just keep simming your blitz and hope for the best. Now you can see here some the teams that I have for my sims or my blitz teams. Now another thing that I'd like to discuss on is arena. Arena isn't fun for me at all. It's probably one of my least favorite things when I play this game. You can't sim these attacks. I typically just auto attack once I get in there because, again, time restraints. I just let them go at it. I typically land in the rewards of about 100 cores a day, every day, so I'm happy with that. If you are on a time crunch when playing this game, the first thing I would recommend doing is do an arena attack first because the cooldown is about 15 minutes. After the first attack, then you can do all your blitzing and do all the raids that you can. And by the time you're done, you can get back and finish your second arena attack because the cooldown should be finished by that time. Like I said, I don't focus too much time in arena. It's nice and all, but if you can get 100 cores a day, you'll be fine. Plus, you need certain characters to get into the top 100, and that's going to require a lot of grinding. We can get more into arena later on. If you'd like me to, just let me know. Now, one of the key things I would say, especially for me, is raids. I believe focusing on raids is probably the most important aspect of FTP. Why? Well, raids will give you a lot more rewards, especially good rewards. When you do your raids, depending on what your alliance is currently working on, you'll get gold orbs, orange orbs, teal orbs. Like I said, it really depends on what your alliance is going for. Because of this, I would focus more on leveling up your characters that will help you get the most impact in raids. These characters are the ones with great synergy, of course. So focus on these characters first and foremost for your Blitz team. And of course, if you're not sure which characters to focus on or which teams to build, the best thing to do is talk to the person in your alliance that is great at giving advice. So like going back to the open communication, that is one of the key aspects. Okay, and we'll go ahead and quit this battle here. I just wanted to do some time here and just show you what it looks like as an FTP player doing an auto. And let's get back here and currently scroll here, just take a look at these orbs here. So banking. I think banking is probably my favorite thing. Banking orbs that I collect. And this is key to me, in my opinion, for FTP players such as myself. As you can see, I bank a lot of orbs that I haven't opened yet. What are the benefits of banking orbs? Well, because it's a great way of having gear without worrying about buying some later on, or even wondering if and when that gear will show up in the store. As we all know, the game logic knows when you need that one extra gear before you can upgrade your character. And it could be a day, 2 days, a week, or sometimes even a month before that gear pops up. So whenever I earn orbs, I just let it sit there and I resist the urge to open them. Why? That way I don't waste them, simply put. Sometimes you might want to rank a character up just because you have the gear, and that could be a waste. Remember, once you open it, you can't get it back. As you know, you never know which new characters are going to be meta and which ones are not going to be good at all. By banking them and only opening them when you need to, you'll have the gear when you finally want to level up the character. I typically only open these when there's a new character that people think will be a meta character. So when I finally unlock that character, I'll start opening up the orbs that I need. That way I have no issues on leveling them up. This banking of orbs is great for all of them, from gold orbs, teal orbs, all the way down to the purple orbs. Just sit down and bank on them and only open them when you absolutely need to, not when you want to. Like I said, this is just my opinion, and it's done great for me thus far. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll go ahead and end it here. So in summary, I believe the best thing to do as an FTP player is to make sure you communicate with your leaders on what kind of player you are. Focus more on raid characters and teams and banking your orbs. Now, if you believe I missed anything or even missed the mark, please leave a comment. And I also try to make more videos on Marvel Strike Force as an FTP player as well. If there are any other FTP players out there that want me to cover anything else in this game from the viewpoint as FTP, just leave a comment and let me know. Thanks again, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you.